Well, hello, it's Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd. I'm back again with another review of a Star Wars expanded universe, called Star Wars Darth Bane Path of Destruction by Drew Karpshyn. Hopefully I said it right. This one is a great one. Um, I love to read, but I never had the time. This one, under 2 weeks. And this one's a very long one. It's let's see, 300 and something change. 389? I can barely see. Is that even right? Nope. It's not. Nope. That was something else. Yeah, 389. I was right. It starts off with Dez, who's a miner. And I had to... there's some familiarity of this part of the book, where, he's under this, corporation aura, which is kind of familiar, yeah, where they work long hours, like 12 hours in this mine, and in the beginning of the book, he's doing this work for, like, the last 6 hours, and there's a malfunction of the equipment, so this other guy comes in and tries to take his claim. There's a fight, he bites his thumb off, and so he was, so the what do we call it, supervisor said, you're gone until his thumb heals. So that night he goes to the cantina, the only cantina. Again, the corporation owns this planet. They have to pay for all their food, their rent for this basically a shack, or yeah, it's basically a shack that are lined up everywhere. They have to pay just to go to work, like it's all far away from where they are, so they have to pay for that. The one and only cantina, the owner has to pay the corporation them, so they don't really get anything for all these long hours. At one point, he talks about why they lose their hair, because the filtration system does not work. Instead of replacing it, nah, let it go. They lose all their hair, and that's why they're all bald. This is a planet you want to go to. So Dez has a gut feeling he's going to win big. So he goes to the cantina that serves both the day and the night crew. Dez is a day crew worker. I'm probably explaining way too much, but sorry, just roll with it. Sorry. Dez finally gets in the game, and there's a republic. This is I believe 32 years before the New Hope. Sorry, I should have looked it up. So the Republic is fighting the Sith Brotherhood of Darkness, and you get the Brotherhood, or the Brotherhood of Light, or something like that. Sith and Jedi were fighting, and the Republic are one of them. Ensign's drunk already on Krillian ale. So for many hours, Dez plays them, and they talk, and there's a fight ensue verbally, and even the main shush, Nacho, shush! Stop! Sorry, I will spray you. Stop. Okay. Anyways, Dez wins a pure Sabbath, and the ensign goes all crazy and starts to fight with all the day workers that Des knows, sort of, even though he does it alone. They leave. He cleans up the bar in less than 2 hours. As he's going home, he gets attacked, and out of nowhere, this strange power he doesn't know what it is. Actually, even though it's late at night, he sees the blade like it's on fire. He kills the ensign, and he makes his escape off-world and joins the Sith army, which he relishes. So one day, the superior says, we're gonna attack this base middle, or like in an hour, and the superior rather die than to question the Sith, and Des punches him, knocks him out, takes over command. Then he goes off, because if they did it at an hour from now, there would be spaceships or some like gunneries right there. They land during the night. They're still there, and there's like 9 of them right there. So that surrounds the base before the main attack begins, and he's a sergeant in Gloomwalkers. He attacks it, and he takes a sniper rifle, shoots all 9 of them within within a few minutes. I can't peek for some reason. Rapid fire, killing them all. The sniper who was watching him is all. Even one of them, a canister blinds him. He still could see him. He was using the Force, and his hate makes him powerful. So he goes back. The sergeant or the commander is escaped. They take him prisoner, but his legendary of what he did is noticeable by one of the Sith Lords. He takes him to Korriban, which they changed the name. Korriban is the school where a lot of these Brotherhood of Darkness train. Even though the rest of the Gloomwalkers would have attacked these guys, he doesn't let them. But he knows that Commander is going to die by the next mission, because he was that beloved. So he goes to Korriban, he starts training. After each lightsaber, well, it's not even lightsaber, it's some kind of sword with a poison that will if you get hit, you will be temporarily paralyzed. So a student challenged him. He gets hurt. His rage makes him powerful. And he kills the dude. Because he kept, he called him Bane. Which is what his father would say to him. You're a bane of my existence. So that's why he's called Darth Bane. So he just baits him, and he kept, that's my word, not yours. He just raged, and they all watch, and next thing you know, he kills him. But he does kind of loses his fury for a while. So after a while, they just abandon him. Then this hot female dark Sith who betrays the Jedi because she wants to. They're like priests, which I don't understand why. Why? They're like priests. They don't mate. Fuck them. Be a Sith Lord, because their rage makes them powerful. They're powerful makes them stuff like that. Makes them so she wants to mate, and she left the man she loves and there's this kind of attraction there, but she will betray him multiple times. But while he does get his mojo back, there's he does attack a Sithori. I know I'm butchering that. There's a fight. He loses. Actually, that's before she gets there. He fights him again. He wins, but he doesn't kill him. The first time. He goes, finds Darth Bane, who's a legendary Sith Lord. Not the first, but he's one of the legendary. He finds the Rule of Two, which he's the preparator. He's the one that starts the Rule of Two, apparently in the next book, but he starts it here. There's a master, and there's always an apprentice under him. So he goes back, and pretty much the girl kind of betrays him, but she doesn't. She gives him her lightsaber. He dispatches the Siri, or the one they think it's the Siri, him and two others, then just goes off to another planet where the holocrons are, or he thinks. He goes there, meditates, I think it's Darth Brevins actually there, and that's where he explains the role too. Sorry, it's a long book, so and then there's a battle between General Hoth. I'm sorry, and Darth Khan, K-A-A-N or something like that. One's Sith, one's light. They're fighting on a Russian. Again, sorry, planet names are bad. They're in an interlocking struggle. They call all the students to go over there. Khan goes away. Eventually Khan gets the girl to go to the planet where he's at. She poisons him. He somehow uses the dark powers, the dark side, to fuel him long enough to get healed by a doctor who's still there on this planet where there's destruction everywhere. Anyways, I'm going way too long and I really need to get a haircut. Sorry. Anyways. Where was I? Yeah, she poisons him. He gets healed by a healer because he uses his daughter. He could have killed him, but he doesn't. There you go. You use the dark forces against them. He could have killed him, but he may need him later. He goes off to them. He starts killing. He kills one of the former students he knows, kinda knows. He kills them. Actually, his Blade Master tries to kill him. He just uses a whole building on him. Then the girl comes. He poisoned. She goes back, says he's dead. He comes back. He challenges Khan, sort of. But it's a bait and switch because there's a bomb. So there's a legendary battle between Hoth and Khan. And Khan was about to win. But out of nowhere, a fellow Jedi comes out with forces that Bane sends them to attack them. But they come down, they turn the tide. He acts like he's with him. They go out and meditate under a cave. Hoth comes and tries to attack them. Next thing you know, he killed all of them, including the girl who said she would join him because he wants to apprentice. But she foolishly goes off and fights this battle instead of staying with them like she said she would. They all get crushed from the mountain. Nobody lives except for only 100 hand-picked Jedi's go down there. The rest live. And as he's going back to his ship, he finds this like 10-year-old girl. And I believe her name is, well, her human. Yeah, a Jedi brings her to the. Why they would bring like a 9-year-old to a battle? I have no clue. Instead of going to Coruscant and train her. But no, she not only kills these Jedi because they shot her friends, and one of them's like her brother or cousin or something, and so Bane now has his student become a apprentice, and that will go into the next book, which I need to get, which I will get soon enough. So that's Star Wars Darth Bane Path of Destruction, the first book of 3. And if you want to see Kane, watch the last episode of the Clone Wars. It's on Netflix. Yoda meets him, a dead version of him, because he died. Oops, sorry. Spoiler alert. He dies, and it's, voiced by Mark Hamill himself. Luke Skywalker and the voice of the Joker. And yeah, and watch all the nerds rage because he's not in the normal armor, whatever. I don't care. It was just fun to see him. And it's actually, Disney has retconned a lot of things, but this is not. Even though he died somewhere else, apparently. We'll find out. Cause I have the 3rd book. And another one. I still need to get a couple more. I'm going to get a couple more. I still have so many more of these to go through, so. The next one is another one I've read many times, but it's been a while. Paradise Snare. It's a teenage Han Solo. Before he gets to Millennium Falcon, before he meets Chewie. It's a really good one. I will do that when I'm done. I just started it last night. Yeah, and I got this like 2 weeks ago. And you know me, I love to read, but it takes me time to process. This one, it's a must read. If you're a Star Wars fan, and I forgot to, I will give it a 10 out of 10. You want to know the intrigue, the chicanery, the backstabbing. You will love it. Alright. A 10 out of 10. Wow, this one's a long one. Sorry. But, I had so much to cover, because it's a long book, but, it doesn't feel that long. It's entertaining. I'm just rambling again. Sorry. I'm gonna stop it now.